University Model Question Paper First Semester Generic English BSc, BCA Max Marks. 60 Section A. Workbook. I read the passage and answer the following questions. 5 marks. Too many parents these days can't say no. As a result, they find themselves raising children who respond greedily to the advertisements aimed right at them. Even getting what they want doesn't satisfy some kids. They only want more. Now, a growing number of psychologists, educators and parents think it's time to stop the madness and start teaching kids about what's really important. Values like hard work, contentment, honesty and compassion. The struggle to set limits has never been tougher and the stakes have never been higher. One recent study of adults who were overindulged as children paints a discouraging picture of their future. When given too much too soon, they grow up to be adults who have difficulty coping with life's disappointments. They also have distorted sense of entitlement that gets in the way of success in the workplace and in relationships. Psychologists say that parents who overindulge their kids set them up to be more vulnerable to future anxiety and depression. Today's parents, themselves raised on values of thrift and self-sacrifice, grew up in a culture where no was a household word. Today's kids want much more, partly because there is so much more to want. The oldest members of this generation were born in the late 1980s. Just as PCs and video games were making their assault on the family room. They think of MP3 players and flat-screen TV as essential utilities, and they have developed strategies to get them. One survey of teenagers found that when they crave for something new, most expect to ask 9 times before their parents give in. By every measure, parents are shelling out record amounts. In the heat of this buying blitz, even parents who desperately need to say no find themselves reaching for their credit cards. Today's parents aren't equipped to deal with the problem. Many of them, raised in the 1960s and 70s, swore they'd act differently from their parents and have closer relationships with their own children. Many even wear the same designer clothes as their kids and listen to the same music. And they work more hours at the end of a long week. It's tempting to buy peace with yes, and not mar precious family time with conflict. Anxiety about future is another factor. How do well-intentioned parents say no to all the sports gear and arts and language lessons they believe will help their kids thrive in an increasingly competitive world? Experts agree. Too much love won't spoil a child. Too few limits will. What parents need to find is a balance between the advantages of an affluent society and the critical life lessons that come from waiting, saving and working hard to achieve goals. That search for balance has to start early. Children need limits on their behavior because they feel better and more secure when they live within a secured structure. Older children learn self-control by watching how others, especially parents, act. Learning how to overcome challenges is essential to becoming a successful adult. Few parents ask kids to do chores. They think their kids are already overburdened by social and academic pressures. Every individual can be of service to others, and life has meaning beyond one's own immediate happiness. That means parents eager to teach values have to take a long, hard look at their own. What values do parents and teachers want children to learn? What are the results of giving the children too much too soon? Why do today's children want more? What is the balance which the parents need to have in today's world? What is the necessity to set limits for children? Do as directed. 1. Arrange the following in MLA format. 2 marks. Title: Women and Their Empowerment. A Post-Modern Study. Author: Henry John Place, New Georgia, year 1999. 2. Create a brochure about the vaccination drive arranged in your college. 3 marks. 2. Read the graph and write a paragraph in about 100 to 150 words. 5 marks. III. Answer any 5 of the following questions. 5 marks. 1. What is hearing? 2. Mention the 2 types of listening. 3. Write any 2 differences between listening and hearing. 4. Mention the macro skills of communication. 5. What is therapeutic listening? 6. Which are the 2 basic ways of communication? 7. Blank and blank are pillars of therapeutic listening. IV. Answer the following questions. 1. Define active listening and write any one objective of active listening. 2 marks. 2. Mention any 4 verbal signs of active listening. 2 marks. 3. What is nod? 1 mark. 5. Do as directed. 1. Introduce yourself to your class teacher. 2 marks. 2. Fill in the blanks. 2 marks. Kumar. Hello sir. Please may I know on which platform the train to Bagalkot will arrive? Railway help desk. Blank underscore blank Kumar. Blank underscore blank Railway help desk. The train will reach 30 minutes late today. 3. Write a line of request to your teacher, requesting him, her to change the date of assignment submission. 1 mark. 6. Answer any one of the following questions. 3 marks. Write instructions to make a lemonade with the ingredients given below. A. Water. B. Lemon. C. Sugar. D. Ice cubes. Or look at the picture and write in few steps how to use this device. 7. Do as directed. 1. Add suitable question tag to the following. 2 marks. A. He reached home late yesterday. B. The students were excited about the vacation. 2. Frame a WH question to get the underlined word, phrase as answer. 2 marks. A. UP, MP and Bihar remain backward with regard to female education. B. The staple food of Igbo community is curry and soup. 3. Choose the correct form of verb and fill in the blanks. 1 mark. The girls, blank, are very punctual to class. 8. Choose appropriate linkers and fill in the blanks. 3 marks. A. We could not go to school for years, blank, of COVID-19 pandemic. B. My dad scolded me, blank, knowing it was not my mistake. C. These students are good in studies, blank, in sports. As well as, because, since, despite. Section B. Coursework, IX. Answer any 5 of the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences. 2 by 5 equals 10. 1. Why does the poet want to sell his 2 cars in I Shall Go Back in the New Year? 2. What promise does the mother take from Alu in leaving? 3. How was Kalam's teacher Shiva Subramanya Iyer different from others? 4. Mention the reason for speaker to desire bamboo fence instead of concrete walls. 5. How did Kalam make his earnings? 6. What are the duties performed by women early in the morning? 7. Women are inferior to men in blank and blank. X. Answer any 2 of the following questions in a paragraph. 5 by 2 equals 10. 1. I shall go back in the new year expresses the speaker's desire to go back in civilization. Substantiate 2. The story, Leaving, is about family relations and mother's anxiety towards her children. Explain 3. How did Kalam's parents influence his childhood? 4. Explain how women endure distressed situation. Asterisk 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 asterisk. Thanks for watching. All supporters always need your support. Once again, thank you so much.